Wow. Hi. So today we're just gonna do a simple stretching video. If you have done any kind of sport or any kind of dance class, then you probably already know how to stretch. But if you are just starting out with dance and you've never done any kind of physical activity whatsoever, then maybe this video will help you a bit. Basically, depending on what type of dance you're doing, you would stretch a certain muscle more than other muscles. But for dancing, usually you just want to stretch your arms, legs, and core. Yeah. And neck. Okay, so we start top down. So we start with the neck. Just take your right hand and pull your head to the right side. And then take your left hand and pull your neck to the left side. After that, look up. And then look down. Now slowly rotate your head 2 times around your neck. And then rotate the other way. And then I like to do a little bit of neck iso, but this one isn't really compulsory. And then after that, I roll out my shoulders. You'll see some people, they swing their entire arm in a full circle, but I don't like that, so I just do the shoulder bit. And then after that, you bring your left arm across and then pull it back with your right arm. And then switch sides, pull back your right arm with your left arm. Now you bring your arms on top and then pull your left elbow down, and then you bend towards the right. This will stretch that entire side of your body. And then switch. So pull your right elbow back and then stretch towards the left side. Yeah, I learned this stretch in a street jazz class. It's quite extreme. Usually you just do the arms about bending to the side, and then you do the side stretch separately. So this is a side stretch towards the right, and this is a side stretch towards the left. Okay, so now I do a cactus pose. I learned this like in yoga videos. This just helps open up my chest. And then I do a bit of chest rotation, chest isolation. If you're into like sexy dances, you will do this a lot. Otherwise, not so much. As I rotate it one way and the other way. And after that, I do body waves. I'm just slowly doing the body wave and try and like make it as extreme as possible. Chest up, belly, hips, and then all the way down again. And I do it to the side. Yeah. And this would really stretch out my sides and my chest, as well as a bit of my thighs. And then now I do hip rotation. So you just squat a bit and then rotate your hips. And then I do front and back as well. And then side to side. Once again, hip rotation's a very like jazzy thing, so not everyone does it. Okay, then I just do a bit of twisting. And then I pull my left leg back. So this would stretch the front of your thigh. I think that's the thigh. And then you pull your right leg back. So legs take quite a bit to stretch, but that's because I like to stretch my legs very well since we use them a lot in dancing. Okay, next I put my left leg in front, and then I lunge forward. This will actually stretch my right leg behind the bottom half of my right leg at the back. And I swap right leg in front, stretch my left leg at the back. Okay, and then after this, I straighten both legs, so the front knee is also straight, and then I bend down. So this would stretch my hamstring. Try and bend as low as possible. And then I swap sides, straighten both knees, and then bend down. And then I like to do this thing called ragdoll fold. I'll do it in yoga. It's, I think, similar to just locking your knees and then trying to touch the floor. But with this one, because I wasn't feeling very flexible that day, so I let my knees be bent, and then as long as I can feel the stretch, then it's good enough for me. Yeah, you shouldn't like force yourself to be able to touch your toes at first if you're not very flexible. And some days you're just less flexible than other days. Okay, so for this one, I get down to the floor, and then I have one leg back and then one leg at the front in like a 90-degree-ish angle. And I try to make my elbows touch the floor. It's quite a hard stretch, but it like stretches my inner thighs. And I swap sides, right leg in front and left leg behind, and then try and make your elbows touch the floor, but today I couldn't, so I just try and go as low as possible. I'll just hold myself up with my arms. Yep, and then now I stretch my butt. So right leg over left leg, and then you try and twist to the right, pulling your right knee back. This will stretch your butt. And then you swap over left leg over right leg, stretch your other butt. Okay, and then now is this butterfly legs, butterfly knees, just feet together and then fold forward. And then they always say like try and push your knees down to the floor, but I'm pretty sure my bone structure doesn't make it physically possible for me. So my knees are floating. I just try and focus on bending down. And then after that, feet together, I try and touch my toes. But as you can see, today was not a flexible day for me, so I couldn't. Some days I can, some days I can't. Oh, wait, never mind. It looks like I touched it. And then after this, it's a split, kind of. So we do front split. I can't do like side split / forward split. I don't really know what they're called. But I just try. It may look very wide, but it's not a 180 split. It's probably like a 130 degrees or something. Yeah, then try and touch one side, stretch on one side. My sister says it's good for your forehead to touch your knee. Like that's the really deep stretch. And then other side. Try and go as low as possible. Actually, I'm pretty sure a lot of these stretches are like repeating the same muscle, but that's fine. I think it's always good to just spend more time. Yeah, and then try and go forward as you can, and go low. This isn't very low. Okay, and then after this, I like to do putting one ankle over the knee, and then just pushing it towards my body. Yeah, holding myself upright with my arms. And then swap sides. Try and bring it as close to your body as possible. And I'll stretch the leg that is being propped up. Yeah. And after that, there's a tabletop pose, and in yoga this is called cat and cow. I think when you look down it's a cow, and when you look up it's a cat, or the other way around. Yeah, this is just for your back. And then plank down, and then stretch. Yeah, this is upward dog, my favorite. It stretches your abs. And then you look to the right shoulder, and then you look over your left shoulder. This will stretch your abs very nicely. And then I bring my arms out and I push just a bit. So this is another like stretching my chest, just like the cactus pose at the start. And then back to the upward dog. There's also like cobra, which is with your elbows on the floor. Oh yeah, and then this is downward dog. So downward dog, you are inverted, and then I like to pedal up my feet also. Good thing about downward dog is that it gets like the blood circulating to the top half of your body, so that's very good for warming up. And we're done! Yay! Thank you for joining me.